If you like the videos, guys, why aren't you subscribing? You know that over 50% of people who watch my videos don't subscribe? What are you waiting for? I was hoping to get to 100,000 for my birthday, which is November 16th. So please subscribe, share, like. If you want to join the channel, that's awesome. If you want to donate PayPal, also welcome. And yes, thanks for all the super chats. Thanks for always being here. But for that 51.2% who watches my videos and don't subscribe, give the girl a like and subscribe. Thanks. Hello, beautiful people. I've been thinking what a vile woman Meghan Markle is. There's no love lost for me and to Harry, because I think he's a mean person. I really do. Having said that, I do believe, I used to compare him to Forrest Gump. I used to call him the British Forrest Gump. But now I believe his IQ is even lower, like at least by 2 points, but below Forrest Gump. Because I do believe that Meghan Markle is taking advantage of his stupidity. I was comparing him to Amber Heard, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Meghan Markle. I did my live yesterday with Tina. Please go check it out. But I've been thinking so much about it, guys, because the first thing that a person who's abusive does is they isolate you. A predator isolates its prey. Johnny Depp managed to break free from Amber Heard because he never let go of his inner circle, his sister, his friends around him. He had enough strength to do that, his daughter, his son. So he had his old buddies. He had his friends to turn to, his sister who was watching out for him. Will Smith, on the other hand, he has let go. I mean, I'm sure he's talked to his mother and stuff like that, but his main family became Jada's family. And Jada right now is doing this tour of hatred, of completely emasculating Will Smith, who's an arrogant prick. Because the difference between Johnny Depp, Will Smith, and Prince Harry is that Johnny Depp is truly a kind man, whereas Will Smith is an arrogant prick, but who has mental health issues as well, clearly. And then we have Meghan Markle. And we know that Harry's not smart. And we know that Buckingham Palace was protecting him, protecting his stupidity, protecting or not allowing us to see how dumb he is. Because he is dumb. He's not a smart man. And what makes it worse is the fact that they allow this man to be in the military to handle very expensive equipment. This was a man who was a self-confessed drug addict during his years in the military. It goes to show you the privilege. But at the same time, now you see him posing everywhere. Like sitting in that chair completely defeated. Just like we now see Jada going, oh, we were separating 6 years. She wasn't that separated when he was buying the mansions and she was living in his mansion, or when they were doing the fancy trips. Why was she with him at the Oscars and celebrating afterwards at that party if she was separated? And you know what's even more disgusting? The enabling. And this is why I always say lack of consequences. And they always find people who enable them. I saw Jada do this tour thing right now, and she's talking to two black dudes, and, oh, you're the queen. She's talking how Tupac asked her to marry her while he was at Rikers. And she said no, because, of course, when her man that she claims to love asks her to marry him when he's in need, she's not going to do that, just like Meghan Markle. And the funny thing is that these three women have taken these men's reputations, destroyed them, and now they leave them when they don't serve their purpose. And the reason for that is because, contrary to what they may think, they're not talented enough, they're not good looking enough, they're not smart enough, they're simply not enough. But they find themselves enabled all the time. Amber Heard People say, oh, she's so beautiful. I would see this, I remember, she's so gorgeous. Amber Heard is pretty, but there's nothing drop dead gorgeous about Amber Heard. She's an average looking woman when you see her without makeup. Meghan Markle with that makeup is horrifying. And Jada Pinkett Smith, I mean, she's a walking dude, pretty much. You know? So, how are these women allowed to emasculate, abuse, and destroy these men and be applauded for it? Carson Daly sitting at Project Healthy Minds. And Meghan, how have you handled everything? Yeah, they are the victims of their own disasters that they've created. Meghan Markle has created disasters for herself, and she's victimizing instead of saying, I'm not the victim of my disasters, of my actions. I am the bully, the creator of other people's misfortunes, because this is what's happening. Samantha Markle, a disabled woman, I just learned recently that she was actually in the U.S. Air Force. So she is technically a veteran, a disabled one, while Harry and Meghan are doing Invictus Games, which is for veterans and disabled ones. The mental health, her father, his mental health clearly is not all where it should be because of all the abuse he's enduring. The shock, because Mr. Markle, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that Mr. Markle has seen Meghan Markle act very vile. But he never thought she'd act that vile towards him. And I guess, he excused it as, she's just being forceful or with personality or whatever. And to a degree, probably he enabled it. But it doesn't mean that because he loved his child so much, that he should be blamed for her actions, because she's a grown-ass adult and she knows right from wrong. There was no way anybody could grab that mic out of Meghan Markle's hand on that stage, which was very curated, all white. She was wearing that blanket, which looked like a straight jacket. She should wear a straight jacket because the straight jacket actually fits her better, And I see all these magazines, Meghan Markle flawlessly, the style icon. Are we watching the same woman? Do they understand that this was not a fashion show, that this was about the grieving parents who lost their children? Now, the only reason why Meghan Markle, and now we know that Meghan Markle is talking, and Harry are talking to tech giants to censor us all. And they're doing that also in Australia. And right now, I don't know if Charles has already signed that Ofcom can even censor more people. This is, believe you me, guys, we're seeing global censorship before our eyes, disguised as we know what's good for you. Goodbye to free speech, to whatever free speech is left over, because now even Elon Musk is being threatened by European Union or whoever, because he's given a platform for everybody to speak on both sides, because he's providing not a one-sided platform. I keep telling you that here on YouTube, it's really difficult, incredibly difficult, to actually put out videos. It's getting worse. Meghan Markle, the reason why Meghan Markle and Harry are desperate to censor all media, and they gag children that they can only speak positive things about it, is because they know that their children are going to grow up, if they have any children, and they're going to look it up in the internet when they're old enough. Because contrary to what Harry and Meghan say, and this is why I said to you, if they were truly parents, they would know that all devices come with parental controls. You are a parent. You oversee what your child is watching. But they come with parental controls. If you give your child a phone, you can put parental controls, what age he has, and then automatically the phone will block it. And then you can put an app that you can see what your son or daughter is writing, reading, getting, what they're viewing. So if they were parents, they would know that already those mechanisms that Meghan Markle was talking are in place. But because she's not a parent, and she doesn't know about it. Now, she talked about seatbelts. I talked about this on my video. She talks about seatbelts, yet she doesn't wear any. And by the way, it is illegal pretty much everywhere. If you have a child that's a toddler, not to have him in a car seat. Which apparently she doesn't, because we've seen pictures of Archie on her lap being driven around. So clearly, and her voice, like she's emulating Elizabeth Holmes, because even her voice is changing now, like she sounds so stupid. She sounds so uneducated. And by the way, Harry, I am a farmer. Well, now I farm. But Harry implied that farmers are stupid because they don't know very much about, technology. Is he insane? I mean, other than underdeveloped countries in the United States and worldwide, everybody has a phone. But everybody is pretty much savvy tech, that they do know how to access the phone. They do know how to access it. Even I do how to do that. But for him to imply that farmers are, not technologically, he's an idiot. This man is an idiot. And I got to tell you, Buckingham Palace did excellent PR, blocking us from seeing the real Harry. But even then, I do believe that Meghan Markle is taking advantage of a stupid man. I don't think Harry, had he not been royal, I think Harry would have gone to special school. Just like Forrest Gump. Stupid is, stupid does. In Forrest Gump's case, his mother did the unthinkable. But in the royal family's case, they used their muscle to allow him to go to schools at Eton, where he I'm pretty sure on his own would have failed. But people were helping him along in order to give him D's. And then his aide helped him do the test at Sandhurst, endangering the lives of people. So Harry has been a man that is fortunate to have been born in the royal family. Because had he not, he would be in special school. He'd probably be flipping burgers at a McDonald's. He's not attractive, he's not smart, he's not funny. He's an idiot. And we're watching on stage, in a worldwide stage, him being emasculated, devalued, abused, ridiculed, belittled by the likes of a D-list nobody who thinks she's a queen, while the king is allowing her and him to keep using royal titles and keeping them on one of the most prestigious websites in the world, which is the monarchy's website. And the monarchy's website, as I have repeatedly stated to you, is a working site from the government, if you will, because it shows what the monarchy is doing. And yet they have them there featured as working members of the royal family, because it clearly says there, the royal family members support the work of the monarch. And below, here are the family members, which gives them gravitas, it gives them credibility. It allows them to still be on that stage. But what is baffling to me is that Meghan Markle is especially pissed off because they don't want to see her. They want to see Harry. She's trying to move on Angelina Jolie's guy that she's dating by tricking him into meeting her at the Beverly Hills Hotel, because she said Harry would be there. And when Harry wasn't there, he said, "Thank you, I have things to do." His last name is de Mayer Rothschild, or Mayer de Rothschild. He's worth over $10 billion, and he works with the UN. That's how he met Angelina Jolie. So Meghan Markle is screwing around with very, very serious people, because Angelina Jolie, you don't mess with her. You really don't mess with her. So what is the king waiting to remove Harry from the royal website? From issuing a letters patent that says he cannot use his royal titles in public unless it is a royal engagement. What is stopping him from doing that? You know what? Because if he does that, he knows that Harry and Meghan won't be able to get even a speaking engagement in Timbuktu. So he's enabling these people to be received, to talk to tech giants, to censor us all, to spew their stupidity, the insanity of these both two people on stage, at the Project Healthy Minds is for the world to see that clearly they're morons. And yet, Meghan Markle is paying for Vanity Fair, for this, for that, to publish that she's a style icon. Because the focus, of course, is not the grieving parents. It's Meghan Markle's style icon. It's Meghan Markle. Archwell, it's Archwell. No, don't go to Archwell, but it's all Meghan Markle. Meghan Markle, this is why she pushed Harry out of the way when the gentleman was shaking his hand. She literally she couldn't push him harder enough because the picture got taken of her hugging that black gentleman. Because the black gentleman was actually just going to shake Harry's hand and probably say something to her, shake her hand. Oh, no, she went for the hug because this woman has no respects and no boundaries. No one is safe from Meghan Markle. So, King Charles, what are you waiting for? And for those of you who have asked, you can write to Parliament, your Parliament members. You can start a parliamentary petition online and request that either Harry and Meghan present, the Parliament makes public the documents of the delivery of Archie and Lily, or the children are removed from the line of succession until those documents are produced and made public. Because according to the law, all of those documents have to be public in order to keep those children, include the children in the line of succession. They cannot hide that. So Harry and Meghan will have to make a choice. Either they produce the document with the doctor's signature, the date, time, and everything, stating and swearing that they delivered those children from Meghan Markle's bodies, or remove the children from the line of succession and therefore not be entitled to any titles at all. It's a very simple petition. And it's up to Harry's and Meghan's choice. Either they present the documentation that verifies the legitimacy of those children in the line of succession, or if they don't, the children are out. There shouldn't be any exception. I mean, what do you beautiful people think?